Welcome to Evershine Coaching Center and Shah for classes. I am Shah sir here. My dear students, today I am going to start the crash course for class 12, that is second PUC Karnataka State Board. Subject Computer Science. I welcome you all for today's session. My dear students, one thing you have to remember in computer science, first you target those areas, first point, which is simple to understand. Please remember these points, which is simple to understand, easily scoreable, and then what to read and what to not read. This is a very big question. You need to identify few things which you have to study and which you should not study. You have to select first initially the topics, simple to understand, easily scoreable, what to read and what not to read, and which are the topics which is 100% sure it's going to come for your exam. Certain topics are there in computer science where definitely you can expect the question from those areas. So this is the things what we are going to study in our crash course. And and which are the minimum questions we have to study, so which easily we can pass this year exam. Minimum questions, but maximum marks. Maximum marks. You have to put minimum efforts, but you should get more output from that. So that is what you have to analyze from which areas we can expect more marks. Is it clear? I'll let you know from where you have to study. Now the question starts that, sir, can I study my complete notes so that I can score 70 out of 70? If I study my class notes, can I score 70 out of 70? 100% no. The reason is, I'll let you know in our next classes. Okay, why it is no. But it is must you have to study your class notes. But how the questions will be dragged from those questions, that is what is important for you people to understand. Simply if you are hurting the answers, it doesn't mean, it doesn't give any perfect result. And more important for these all things, please generate the interest with the subject. Until and unless you doesn't have the interest, you cannot score, and even sometimes you cannot pass also. If you want to pass in this exam, if you want to score in this exam, your interest makes a decision factor. Understood? So this is very important. And every day, please remember this point, every day minimum 10 questions you have to solve, at least from today. Minimum 10 questions you have to study. I'll be sharing these 10 questions in our WhatsApp group. Every day I'll be sharing with you all minimum of 10 questions in our WhatsApp group, and later on if you find any difficult, please you can share with me before the time in the group so that we will discuss in our live classes. In a week, minimum 2 classes will be conducted online. Minimum 2 online classes will be conducted for the subject computer science. But for offline class students, I hope you are coming. Not I hope, you know very well that you are coming every day. We are going to cover the entire syllabus. But online class, the one who have opted for the online class, for those people, you have to put more and more efforts, but Giving questions, it is our responsibility, but studying, that will be your responsibility. Please don't waste your time. Even though till now, if you have not studied anything, also no problem. At least from now, if you are going to start, definitely you can score out of what marks. So these are the basics you have to analyze before we could start this crash course. Now, see children, first important topic which I want to tell you that minimum questions, maximum marks. The chapters first you have to start with network concepts. I suggest for you start with the chapter network concepts first. Why? Because this is simple to understand and easy to score as I suggested you earlier. Understood? And this chapter is very interesting, and definitely you will be getting a question in your long answer carrying questions. Long answer carrying questions. And later on, complete internet and open source. Please first you cover these areas. Okay, internet and open source. And then later on, we study web designing. Web designing. So these are the basic chapters I want you have to follow up and make sure that you can score a very good mark. Is this clear? Children, please let me know if you have any doubts till here what I suggested you. Yes, I want a quick response from your end.
Yes, sir.
Do you have any doubts?
No, sir.
Understood what I suggested you earlier?
Yes, sir.
Yes, good. So this is the basic areas. These are the basic chapters where you can expect maximum marks. Do you know what is the passing mark for your exam in computers? What is the passing mark?
25, sir.
Very good. That is 24.5 marks. Okay, 35% is 24.5. It means that minimum we have to score 25 marks. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Good. Now, can you tell me, any of you, how much marks you can score from these chapters? Do you have any kind of guess? Minimum. I'm not telling maximum. Minimum. How many marks you can score from these chapters? Do you have any basic idea?
15 to 20, sir.
Yes. Yes. Can you repeat once again?
15 to 20 marks.
15 to 20 marks. Very good. Others? Do you have any idea?
Same, sir. 15 to 20.
15 to 20.
20.
Now what we do, let me hope we score around 10 marks. Let me start with this initial state. I'm not taking even 50, I'm not taking even 20. My analysis is we score only 10 marks from this. Then again 15 marks we have to score to reach 25 marks. Are you getting my point?
Yes, sir.
Then we target other chapters from where we can score another 15 marks. But now I'm targeting here, we will score only 10 marks from this. When you can score only 10 marks, we will get more only, don't worry. But I'm just telling you, our mind setup. Okay, we planned, we get only 10 marks. But now we have to reach 25 marks. Then still 15 marks is remaining. How to score those 15 marks? Which are the Still more chapters are there from which we can score 15 marks. That is our part 2. Now this is part 1 and later on we discuss about part 2. Now let me start this chapter, network concepts. Please keep your book and pen ready. Network concepts. Hey children, here can you tell me what you mean by network? What is network? I think you may have heard the word. If any two people fight with each other and they will use this word, my network is very strong. You want to see me, who I am? Just wait 5 minutes, I will show you who I am. Have you heard this word?
Yes, sir.
हाँ म्हणजे मारे असो देख ले आज क्या होता है मेरा नेटवर्क इतना स्ट्रांग है अभी मेरे नेटवर्क को तू जाने नहीं करेक्ट
Yes, sir.
what is network? It is just an interconnection and sharing of resources. Understood? We are connecting different people. We are connecting different people and sharing our ideas. And sharing our ideas. This is nothing but our network. Understood? By standing here, I can build a network with the people who are in London, who are in Germany, who are in Russia, who are in Australia, right? If anything happens, all peoples will start sharing their ideas. That is what we call as usually network. Now here you may get a question like this. What is computer network? Explain its goals. Here we are discussing general network definition, but here now we have to discuss what is computer network. What is computer network? Explain its goals. Explain its goals. What is the goal of that? Why? What is goal is nothing but meaning of goal is why we are creating the network. What is the aim? Understood? What is the purpose? We are creating this network between each computers. What is the need of creating network? See children, these are the different ways questions can be tracked, but answer remains same. That is what I am telling. Here the very important part is you need to understand the structure of asking the question. Got it? What is the need of creating computer network? Understood? Explain the advantages. Explain the advantages of computer networks. Children, are you understanding this point?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Others, I want everyone should be active in the class. Kindly do participate. Until unless your interest, if it is not there, I cannot teach you anything here. Got it? I think you have the notes, but just I am giving you the basic idea. Later on, you can use your classworks, you can use your textbook, keep it as a reference, and you can start studying. In case if you are not finding any proper solution, after the end of the class in the group, you can ask me so that I'll be giving you a structured answer. In case if you are not getting any answer properly, or if you find the answer is very big or something, if it is very lengthy or it is not easy to understand, understood, at that time you can ask me, I'll give you the structured answer, but first I want you have to try. Okay, so computer network is nothing but it is the interconnection of two or more computers. It is the interconnection of two or more computers for sharing the resources. For sharing the resources, that is called as computer network. And the goal, understood why we are creating network, because first is we want to share the resources. Correct? First point is we want to share the resources. And also there should be an efficient communication. There should be a proper communication, understood, between the different people. Here we call different people as users. Users is nothing but the one who is operating the system. He is a user. Understood? First we want to share the resources, and we want a proper communication should be maintained between the users and the cost. Cost makes the very important point here. Understood? The cost should be minimum. It means that the cost should be less and speed should be high. If you have a network, definitely the cost will get reduced and the accuracy, the speed will increase. The speed of processing the data will increase. Understood? If we have a proper computer network, these all are the advantages. So you can share a proper resources, you can create the good communication, and it will reduce the cost and increase the speed of the processing. And also it will act as a centralized software management, and also it will act like a centralized software management. Understood? It means that this will create a basic network structure between all the computers, and it will connect to central high configured. I mean, here what happens here is it will create a central high configured computer. Understood? This computer network will create a central high configured computer. Now this we call it as server. Understood? So this is a mid of all these networks. Example, if this is a server, as you can see, this all systems, whatever the data they process, it is going to store in this central unit. Understood? So this all data, process data will be stored here so that we can maintain the security here. We can maintain the security. No one can lose any data. All the data will be stored in one server. So this one server, what it does, it operates between all the systems. Whatever the systems are doing from this server, from this main system, from this central high configured system, easily we can analyze who, where, what they are doing. And also it helps us to maintain the security. No unauthorized person can leak our data. Like it will give us a firewall, username, password, these all things, so that we can maintain our data secured. So these are the objectives or advantages of creating goals of computer network. Any doubts?
No, sir.
Others understood? Can you tell me key points? Can you tell me the key points of network goals? These are the key points. Why do we want to create a network? What are the objectives of computer network, or what are the goals of the computer network? Target. Make it fast. Why you create a network? Example, see here. I'll give one small example. Computer network, no. You imagine WhatsApp group. It is also a network. Correct? Yes or no?
Yes,
We
sir.
have created we have created a group, and we have added all the people, all the students in one group. What is the advantage of it? Think, imagine. What is the advantage?
To make easy.
What? To chat. Hi, bye. Had your food. Good night. Sweet dreams.
No, sir.
Correct?
To share the information.
Very good. Please think technically. You are PU students, not first standard. Don't feel bad, child. Okay. Who was it? I don't recognize. Is it Rakshita who spoke earlier?
What, sir?
Just now who spoke to me?
I didn't spoke, sir.
You didn't spoke. Very good. That is the best option. If you speak, then it is a trouble, no? If you don't speak, it is good to help. Okay, come to the point. Yes, tell me. What is the objective of creating network? Goals?
We can link each other to easily, sir.
You can
Link each other.
link each other. What is link each other? First point is sharing the resources, sharing the data, sharing the information, and you should have a proper communication, right? If something you announce, all your audience will listen to you at the same time. You no need to send the messages oftenly for everyone individually. Got it? One time if you
Yes,
text,
sir.
Yes, sir.
it will reach us for everyone at the same time. So that what happens? Your data cost will get reduced. You will be reducing the time. You will be not wasting much time. Understood? You can maintain the security. These all points you are supposed to write. So this is the first important question from this chapter. Got it? And next
Yes,
question,
sir.
Sir, what is the marks it should be asked?
for what?
You told now what is computer network. Explain.
5 marks. Understood? Yeah.
Yes,
The
sir.
next question is write the write the advantages and disadvantages. Write the advantages and disadvantages of network, or sometimes it is also called as networking also. Don't worry. Okay, network or networking. Till now we have studied the advantages. Now can you brief me about the disadvantages of networking or network? What is the disadvantages? See here, I'll give one small example. Okay, देखो बेटा. One small example is what happened. You have taken a milk. What it is? Milk. Okay. In this container, we have taken the milk. Unfortunately, what happened? Something was fallen down in this milk. Are you getting?
Yes, sir.
What happens
Yes,
to this
sir.
milk? What happens to this milk? Some impurity is mixed with this milk. Then what happens? Quick.
Milk will get spoiled, sir.
Yeah, to tell that so much you are thinking, oh my god. What happens if any impurity is mixed with the milk?
It will spoil the milk, sir.
The milk will get spoiled, right? Similarly, what happens for your system if it is affected with any virus? If the system unfortunately comes across with any virus, that is also called as malware. That term is also called as malware. If your system comes across any virus or malware, it will affect the entire system. Your all files will get corrupted. Understood? And
Yes.
what
Yes, sir.
happens? What happens? We already know studied there is a server, and this is a different system which is connected to this server. If any one system gets affected with any virus, the data of this system is stored in the server. Yes or no? Then what happens? Even this data also is connected to the same server. So if this data is coming and combining it with this, like this milk, which I suggested, understood? The entire milk will get spoiled. Similarly, this entire server will get spoiled because of once if this server gets spoiled, even this system, this system, this system, this system, whichever the systems are connected with this server, all will get spoiled. Got it? A
Yes, sir.
small problem
Yes,
of
sir.
one system, a small problem of one system can cause the damage for the entire network, which you face in your life, in day-to-day life. Example, your classroom. Someone has done the mistake in your class, but teachers will blame for the entire class. Correct?
Yes,
That
sir.
students are very worst, very naughty. Someone, few of them are like that, but blame is for the entire class because of that server. Correct? No?
Yes, sir.
So from tomorrow, maintain for one student, one classroom. So what happens? There is no network. If there is network, so it is a problem. Correct? No?
Right,
Okay.
sir.
Fine. And now what happens? See here. Now, if you want to solve this problem, a common man cannot solve this problem. A common man cannot solve this problem. You have to halt all systems. You want to stop for some time and you have to bring a skilled labor. Understood? An unskilled labor cannot detect the problem or solve this issue. So that you may have seen sometimes if you go to Canara Bank, I'm not blaming, example I'm telling. If you go to any ATMs, you may have seen outside out of order. Correct?
Correct, sir.
Yes, these all are the technical issues. Understood? So because see, sometimes if we get to know that there is a system in one system, same time you can stop that system and you can operate the rest of the systems. Unfortunately, if it doesn't get to know on time, there is a problem in that system, then what happens? It will affect all the system. That's the reason what they do for that particular machine, they will stop. Rest all systems will be working. So there will be a backend team, there will be an IT information technology, there will be an IT sector, there is a backend team who is controlling, who is operating that particular firm. Understood? So, but here this is the major drawback of network. Understood?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Are you understanding my explanation?
Yes, sir.
Is
Yes,
it
sir.
boring? Is it boring, children?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Sir,
If it is, tell me.
no network only coming, sir.
Yeah, beta? What was it?
नेटवर्क सीधा नहीं आ रहा सर, आवाज कट हो रही है सर.
See disadvantages of network. Okay, you change the place and sit, man. Okay, there is proper network, you sit there. Okay, fine. Next question. Write a brief note on. Write a brief note on ARPANET. ARPANET. Write a brief note on ARPANET. What does it mean? What is the full form of this? Very simple. Advanced Research Project Agency Network. Okay, this is one of the most or one of the world's. It is one of the world's first operational packet switching networks switching networks started in the year 1969, and remember it is initially funded by the Advanced Research Projects Agency, that we named as ARPA. Later, it is changed to DARPA. First it was ARPA. Later the name was changes to DARPA. Within US Department, within US Department of Defense, for its projects, for its projects at universities and research laboratories in the US. And this packet switching of ARPANET together with TCP or IP would form the backbone. This has formed the backbone of the internet. Now we are using internet because of this TCP or IP. Just you can have a note of this point and you can study. See, I'll be explaining you the key information. The rest of the things you can study, because if I go on explaining each and every question, then it will be very difficult for me to complete the syllabus. Okay, as per the time conveniency, I need to complete your syllabus before the time. Okay, next, for one more question, they may ask you, define protocol. It's a one more question, important. Define protocol. What do you mean by protocol?
Set of rules designed for successful
Very good.
data communication.
It is a set of rules. It is a set of rules. You have to follow this step 1, step 2, step 3. Understood? It is a set of rules designed for successful data communication. That is called as protocol. Can you name the different network reference models? Can you mention the different network reference models? These all are like one or two mark questions. Which are the
Sir, can you
different,
tell once again protocol meaning?
the set of rules, the set of rules designed designed for successful data communication, for successful data communication. Data means information. Communication is nothing but the information which you are transferring. That is called as communication. Understood? Either you are receiving or giving the data or sending the data. That is communication. The set of rules designed for successful data communication is called protocol. Can you name the different network reference models? It's a two-mark question.
ISO,
Which are
OSI,
ISO, OSI model, TCP or IP model? Correct?
yes sir.
Are you getting? Yeah. Now the question here is, they may ask you to explain these models. Okay?
Okay
Understood?
sir.
It
Yes
is
sir.
very important question. And there is a flow chart for this. Okay? I want you have to study this. Explain ISO OSI reference model and explain TCP or IP reference model. You can study this question. Okay, you have to explain this model including with the flow chart. Please, how much possible, draw the chart and try to explain them. It will fetch you a good mark. Okay? And related to
Yes
this
sir.
topic, last question. Explain the following network protocols. Just now we have studied protocol, right? So here
Yes,
we
sir.
have different network protocols. Which are the different network protocols? Can you name them? Different network protocols.
HTTP.
HTTP. I think if you have browsed the browser, that is Internet, Google, Chrome, or something, we can see in the beginning the word start from HTTP like this. Have you seen this?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That is the network
Yes.
protocol. HTTP. The other one is FTP, and the next is SLIP or
SLIP
PPP.
or PPP.
Yeah, these are the network protocols. But here, remember, they will not ask you to explain. This is not for the explanation. Just you can define them. You can define them. Just tell something about this. What exactly this means? Enough. See, I am telling you where you have to understand the explanatory part, and where if you study the basic definition, that is sufficient. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So this completes one topic of this chapter. So here we have studied basic things about what is network, network goals, then advantages and disadvantages of networking, and a very brief note on ARPANET, what is protocol, and which are the different network protocols, and what is which are the different network reference models, and briefly explain them. Rakshita, have you understood, child?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Can you tell
Okay.
once again about the expanded form of operand?
I have given no child. I have written. You didn't see? Advanced Research Project Agency Network. Don't worry, this is recordable class, okay? Even after the end of the class,
Okay.
after a few minutes, you will receive the message. Like uh, the class is being recorded, it is ready to view. Such type of message will come. If you don't get also after 5-10 minutes, you can see. Don't worry.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is the advantage of our live class. Okay, and the very important topic in this chapter is what? Do you know what is that?
No, sir.
Important topic in this chapter is network topology. Children, this topic is been repeated most number of times in the exam. This topic is very important. Network topology. Children, here you have to study each and every type of topology. Okay, before that, before going to topology, we have to study some basic elementary terminologies. Basic elementary means individual terms we have to understand. Basic individual terminologies with respect to network. Yeah, so your first question is, can you name the different types of servers? Name the different types of servers. How many types of servers are there? We
Two,
have two
sir.
types of servers. Which are those? Dedicated
Dedicated.
and non-dedicated. One is trustful, other one is not trustful. You can trust and you cannot trust. Understood? Dedicated and non-dedicated servers. We have two types of servers. Got it? Understood?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. We have two types of servers. That is nothing but dedicated and non-dedicated server. Now, can you define them? They may ask you this question sometimes like this. Write the differences between, make a note, the question. Write the differences between dedicated server and non-dedicated server. Name the difference between dedicated server and non-dedicated server. See here, in dedicated server, what happens? Very simple. It is a high-speed computer. It is a high-speed computer network, and it is reserved for a particular purpose. It is reserved for serving the particular purpose or particular need of network. For some purpose we use this dedicated servers, we use only for certain purposes. अगर से तुमने कोई चीज की जरूरत है, only on that purpose we use it. Understood? For example, let me take some networks required that one computer be set aside to manage communication between all the computers. Understood? And other dedicated server for managing the printer resources and printer requests. In such cases, these servers are busy with handling only assigned services, but all servers are not dedicated. For example, see, I'll give a small general example for this dedicated server. Now, see, you have a hotel. What do you have? Hotel. Are you getting?
Yes, sir.
Can you do all the work without any other employees? Is it possible? You only a cook, you only a chef, and you only a security guard, you only a manager. Is it possible that you only can perform all the activities of that particular hotel?
No, sir.
Yeah, similarly, even here also, all the things like example, printing, scanning, collecting, so many things will be there, no? In network, it is very difficult to manage
Yes,
all
sir.
the communications. It is very difficult to manage all the communications between each and every computer. So what we do here, we use the dedicated network so that, example, if you want to print, this all printing information is assigned to one network. He will manage only printing. One I am using to collect the data. He will perform the activities of only collecting that part. He doesn't perform any other function. Example, if you have gone to a bank, you may have seen there is a chamber, different chambers are there, right? Have you noticed this? If you go to cashier, can you ask anything which is missing file or something for a cashier? Does he
Yes,
have
sir.
that right, or does he can give you the information about the things where something is missing in your file or some password you have lost or something? Do you think that he will give you the solution for that, the cashier in the bank?
Yes, sir.
He will give. Cashier will give the information.
No, sir.
Cashier just he will take your money, he will accept, he will deposit. That's it. He has only that much rights. He doesn't have any other rights to do. To check your information, to check your signature. Even the signature also, you may have seen. If you have given the check to a cashier, what he will do? He will give to another third person. Have you noticed this? And he will ask you to
No,
wait for
sir.
some time. He will ask you to wait for some time if you have given a check in the bank to withdraw. After taking the check, he will give it to the other person. He will verify the signature and the information. Again, the check is returned to the cashier. Then he will give you your money back. I'm just giving small examples. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. See, everyone have their own roles. Understood? Everyone
Yes, sir.
have their own roles. That is what the dedicated servers will do. Understood? All servers are not dedicated. Remember this point. All servers are not dedicated means that In one system, we cannot collect all the information. Different people we have kept in the bank, in let it be any office or you go to any company. Understood? That information you can draw only from that particular point. You cannot draw all the information from the same point. So these are the dedicated servers. It is helpful only for these purposes. तुमने क्या जरूरी है, बस वही काम करेंगे वो. आपको एग्जाम्पल डिलीवरी बॉय है तो वो खाली डिलीवरी देने का काम उसका. समझ में आया? If security is there, he will only perform the security only. He will not give you the direction. His work is what? Security. Security means protection. He only protects your company. He doesn't give you any kind of suggestion. Suggestion will be given by the other employees who is there inside the firm. Understood? So these are the dedicated servers, but they will act very fastly. They will act, so we can call them as high-speed computer networks. Understood?
Sir,
Yes,
how
sir.
can we write the correct definition?
You see your notes, you see your textbook, open the textbook, read up. Okay, write in points. Still, if you are not getting, you ask me, I will help you. Okay,
Okay, sir.
fine. Next is non-dedicated server. In some network, it is possible for a computer to act as a server. See, in some cases, what happens? One computer is there. Now that computer only is acting like a network. The computer is only acting like a network, and it perform. This system only perform all the functions. समझ में आया बेटा? एक सिस्टम है, ये सिस्टम इस नेटवर्क के जैसा एक्ट कर रहा, पूरे फंक्शन एक ही कंप्यूटर ही कर रहा है. Only this computer is only doing all the functions. Understood? Are you getting? And also it is acting like a workstation also. Understood? Workstation means all the files are stored in the same system. And it is not dedicated to a particular service. Understood? Here it can do it, but you can use only for your firm, only for your personal use you can do this. When different peoples are acting in different places, this will never work. समझ में आया बेटा?
Can you repeat
sir.
once again?
See, the difference between the difference is example. See here. Here what happens? Now I want to open one company. In that company, I will appoint different people. One person for security, one person as a manager, one person as a sales executive, one person as a sales advisor. Are you getting? Different people are appointed for different posts. Correct? Helper, waiter. Yes or no? Are you getting? Understood? Understood this point? What I said? We have one company and I am appointing different people for various functions. So this is what we call as dedicated network. Got it? In dedicated network, what we do, we have assigned different roles for different people. This person will perform his own work. He doesn't interfere with him or with his work. If security is there, he will perform his own role. He doesn't interfere with the manager work. This is called as dedicated network. Understood? Now in dedicated network, what happens? Example, you have different companies in different places. In London, you have one company. In Germany, you have company. In let me say that in India, you have one company. Yes or no? Example, you take Intel. Intel is worldwide, right? Intel is a company where you can see throughout the world. These are the different offices which is located in different places. Now what happens is from this all the companies, one central unit will be there. This central unit will manage all the functions. If any printing is there, then we have a printer here. This printer will print all the information of all the company. His duty is what? To print. One person is there who is collecting the information. Understood? He will start collecting all the information from different companies who is associated to that server. समझ में आया बेटा? जो काम जिसको आप दिए हैं वही वो काम करेगा और सब कंट्रीज का इंफॉर्मेशन कलेक्ट करना उसका काम है. सब कंट्रीज में कितना प्रॉफिट आया, लॉस आया, डेटा सेल्स क्या हुआ वो कलेक्ट करना, इंफॉर्मेशन को कलेक्ट करना. हर फैक्ट्री से, हर बिजनेस फर्म से इंफॉर्मेशन को कलेक्ट करना उसका काम है. अंडरस्टूड? दैट इज डेडिकेटेड नेटवर्क. But in case of non-dedicated server, what happens? Only one system only is doing all these functions. Understood? Manager, salesman, security, waiter, everything is he only. Only one man army. He has not appointed anyone. He is only doing all the work. This can be done only when there is only one firm. This is possible only when there is only one firm. Only for his house he can do it. Understood? If he has 2-3 houses, do you think that he can manage all the work of all the houses by him alone? Is it possible that he can manage all the works of all these houses alone? Concepts are clear?
Yes, sir.
Others? Rakshita? Full term?
Sir, what does mean in textbook? It is given non-dedicated. It is not completely dedicated to the cause of serving.
Yes, repeat.
It is not completely dedicated to the cause of serving. Meaning what? Once again.
Yeah, that only I said you. ಈಗ ಈ ಕಂಪ್ನೀಸ್ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಕಂಪ್ನೀಸ್ಗೆ ಇದು ಒಂದು ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ ನೋಡಮ್ಮ. ಈಗ ನನ್ನ ಹತ್ರ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ಇದೆ, ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ನಂದು ಒಂದು ಕಂಪನಿ ಇದೆ. ಕಂಪನೀಸ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಡಾಮಿನೋಸ್ ಪಿಜ್ಜಾ. ವಾಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್? ಡಾಮಿನೋಸ್ ಪಿಜ್ಜಾ. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಈಗ ನಾನು ಒಬ್ನೇ ಇರೋದು. ನೀವ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಐಟಮ್ ಅಡುಗೆ ಮಾಡಕ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಒಬ್ರು? ಹೌ ಮೆನಿ ಐಟಮ್ಸ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಅಲೋನ್ ಕುಕ್?
4 to 5.
At the same time, you can cook only one item only.
Yes, sir.
ಈಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ, ಈಗ ನೀವು ಯಾವ್ದೋ ಒಂದು ಕಸ್ಟಮರ್ ಬಂದ್ರು, ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಏನೋ ಅವ್ರು ಕೇಳಿದ್ರು, ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು, ಅದ್ ನೀವು ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ನಿಂತಿದ್ದೀರಾ. ಸಡನ್ ಆಗಿ ಎಷ್ಟೋ ಕಸ್ಟಮರ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಇವರೆಲ್ಲ ಬಂದು ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಹತ್ರ ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಕೊಟ್ರು, ಇರೋದು ನೀವೊಬ್ರೆ. ನೀವ್ ಎಲ್ಲಾರ್ಗು ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ ಆಗುತ್ತಾ ಸೇಮ್ ಟೈಮ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ?
No, sir.
That is what this non-dedicated network.
Okay, sir. Understood.
ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ನೀವ್ ಒಬ್ರಿದ್ರೆ ಒಬ್ರು ಎಷ್ಟ್ ಬೇಕೋ ಅಷ್ಟು ನೀವು ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಆದ್ರೆ ಡೆಡಿಕೇಟೆಡ್ ನೆಟ್ವರ್ಕ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗಿರುತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ, ಈಗ ಒಂದ್ ಫರ್ಮ್ ಇರುತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟೋ ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯೀಸ್ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ. ಈಗ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಪಿಜ್ಜಾ ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಇವನ್ ಕೆಲಸ ಪಿಜ್ಜಾ ರೆಡಿ ಮಾಡೋದು. ಪಿಜ್ಜಾಗ್ ಯಾರಾದ್ರೂ ಬಂದ್ರೆ ಪಿಜ್ಜಾ ರೆಡಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಬೇರೆ ಏನು ರೆಡಿ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ ಅವನು. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ?
Yes, sir.
ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಯಾವ್ದೋ ಒಂದ್ ಬಂತು, ಚಿಚ್ಚಾ ಅಂತ ಪಿಜ್ಜಾ ಅದು ಇನ್ನೊಂದ್ ಫ್ಲೇವರು. ಈಗ ಚಿಚ್ಚಾ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಇವನ್ ಕೆಲ್ಸ. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಕುರ್ಕುರೆ ಅಂತ ಬಂತು, ಇವನ್ ಕೆಲ್ಸ ಬರೇ ಕುರ್ಕುರೆದು. ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಎಸ್ ಡೆಡಿಕೇಟೆಡ್. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇವನೇ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ, ಬೇರೆಯವ್ರ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆ?
Yes, sir.
ಒಬ್ಬ ಇಷ್ಟು ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕಾ ನಾನು?
Sir, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ next.
Yes? Tell me, repeat.
Okay, sir. I can understand now.
Okay. So this is about your server. So we have discussed two types of servers, dedicated server and non-dedicated server. And after that, mention the different types of networks. ಈಗ ನಾವು ಓದಿದ್ದು ಸರ್ವರ್ಸ್. ಈಗ ಡಿಫರೆಂಟ್ ಟೈಪ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ನೆಟ್ವರ್ಕ್ಸ್. ಎಷ್ಟು ತರ ನೆಟ್ವರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ? ಈಗ
Three
ಹೇಳಿದ್ವಲ್ಲ ನೀವು
types.
ಅವಾಗ್ಲೇ. ನನ್ನ ನೆಟ್ವರ್ಕ್ ತುಂಬಾ ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಂಗ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ವಲ್ಲ ಯಾವಾಗ್ಲೂ. ಯಾರಾದ್ರೂ ಜಗಳ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾ ನನ್ನ ನೆಟ್ವರ್ಕ್ ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ ಅಂತ? ಇನ್ನೂ ನೀನು ನೋಡಿಲ್ಲ ನಿನ್ನ ನೆಟ್ವರ್ಕ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಲ್ಲ, ठीक है बेटा अंतला बोलते हैं ना, मेरा नेटवर्क
Yes,
इतना
sir.
स्ट्रांग है, दिखा तुम देखो. हाँ, तब तुम्हें 3 आदमियों को बुलाना, एक आपको लैन और एक आपको वैन, नेक्स्ट आपको मैन. अंडरस्टूड? लैन, वैन, मैन. So these are the 3 types of networks. समझ में आया बेटा? जरा छोटे लड़ाई हुए तो लोकल आदमियों को बुला लियो. अभी जरा नहीं हुआ तो तुम्हारा जो वाइड एरिया है ना उसे बुला लियो. समझ में आया बेटा? अंतला
ಹೌದು ಸರ್.
understood?
Yes, sir.
Someone call your local area people. If fighting is
Yes,
still
sir.
more strong, then you call wide area people.
Mafia.
Local area means सुबह जरा दिन सबको कलेक्ट कर लियो, डराने के हफ्ते जरा. फिर डरे नहीं तो एरिया के आदमी सबको बुला लियो. वहां भी डरे नहीं तो क्या करो, पूरे कर्नाटक के आदमी को बुला लो. It is not Karnataka, I am just telling you. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Local
Yes,
area
sir.
network, wide area network, metropolitan area network. Now, my dear students, I want you have to study this with the explanation. You want to explain them. You have to explain briefly about LAN, WAN, MAN. Briefly. Briefly explain. Briefly means short note on LAN, WAN and MAN. Sometimes they may ask you to write the difference between LAN and WAN. Like this also they may ask you the question. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now I want you have to study this topic about different types of networks and briefly explain what is LAN, WAN, MAN. Just to tell from where to where LAN is connected, from where to where WAN is connected, from where to where MAN is connected. Understood? And the next important, very important topic is what is network topology? What is network topology? And write its types. Not right. You have to explain briefly also this. You have to explain. Beta, a बहुत important question. Compulsory question for your exam. Compulsory
Sir,
question for your exam.
how many marks it can be asked, sir?
ನೋಡಮ್ಮ, ಹೋಟೆಲ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗಿದ್ಯಾ, ಏನ್ ಇಷ್ಟ ಇದೆ ತಿನ್ಕೋ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ದುಡ್ಡು ಕೊಡೋದು ಆಮೇಲೆ ನೋಡೋಣ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಹೊಟ್ಟೆ ತುಂಬ್ರೆ ಸಾಕು ನಮ್ಗೆ. ಓಕೆ?
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
Understood? First we have to go to hotel. Whatever we like, first you eat it. Don't think about money. Later we see who will pay. Understood?
Yes, sir.
But don't do like that. Just I told you. Okay. Don't see the marks. Understand the topic. See, but here in this chapter you will get the questions for 5 marks only. Long answer carrying questions only you will get the questions. Okay, fine. So we know what is network topology. What do you mean by topology? What is topology? Topology is nothing but geometrical arrangement. It is the geometrical arrangement of computers. Geometrical arrangement of computers and other devices in a network. In a network. Are you getting? That is called as topology. Now when ಮಾಡ್ತಿದೀವಿ? We are arranging all the computers. In what way you are arranging? Either you are arranging all the computers like this, or you are, excuse me. Are you arranging all the computers, the geometry is like this? Excuse me. Are you arranging all the computers like this? Let the Are you getting my point? Is this clear? How you are
Yes, sir.
arranging the computers and other devices in a network, that is called as topology. Concept is clear?
Yes, sir.
And different types of topologies are what? Star topology, ring topology, bus topology, tree topology, mesh topology, hybrid topology. And here one more important question I want you have to study with of these all topologies, advantages and disadvantages. Okay, you want to study advantages and disadvantages.
Sir, what is the fifth point, sir? Tree after next point.
Mesh. Next is hybrid. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So here we have completed second unit of this chapter. This is the second unit of this chapter. We have discussed, we have completed 2 units of this chapter, and then we have to discuss the next topic about the media. If we study about the media, that is the end of this chapter. There are 3 topics are there in this chapter, but compulsory one question you will get from this chapter. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Do you have any doubts? Till now what we have discussed? Quick. My dear students, still if you are not subscribed to my YouTube channel, Shah Sir Classes, kindly do subscribe it and click the bell icon and share this video with your all friends. And already the crash course is been started. If any of your other friends are interested to join for this crash course, you can join. This is the first class of this crash course, and today's session will be uploaded in our YouTube channel. This session will be uploaded in our YouTube channel, but rest of the sessions will not be uploaded into the YouTube channel, but we'll be sharing as per our free time the important questions. But here we are covering the syllabus in this fashion as now how we have suggested you. Similarly, we are going to complete the rest of the syllabus, and in between alternately we will be giving you the target, we will give you the type of question how you can expect in your board exam. Your duty is you have to start solving those questions, practice, solve, practice. At the same time, you should write the test and you have to submit so that we can let you know where is the mistake. Sometimes you will be knowing the answer, but you may not get full marks. It may happen. So this is the area where you have to concentrate a lot. Not only studying is important, apart from studying, scoring is also important, and getting full marks from the answer is also important. If you have any doubts, you can contact to this contact number, and this is my WhatsApp number, and you can let me know if you have any problem with this subject. As per my knowledge, I'll try to help you out. Got it? And also the admissions are open in our coaching center for the next year batch. If any of your juniors, if they are there from class 6 to class 12, the admissions are open in our coaching center. Our institute is there in Bangalore. We have branches in Bangalore, Tannery Road and Shivajinagar. For rest of the details, You can see the below description. You can find rest all the details. Thank you. Keep watching to our YouTube channel, Shah Sir Classes. Wish you all the best of luck. See you soon in the next period. Take care.